Hey there, hi, it's me, Stacey Lei, and of course, I'm here with Miss Foxy Brown. Welcome to Mixed Format. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'll be sharing a combination of strength training moves from fitness along with yoga. I think you're gonna feel great at the end of this class. I'm really looking forward to it. For today's class, you'll need a mat or a carpet because in the second half of class, we'll be moving down to the ground. For the first half of class, we'll be using a chair. I'd like you to set it up just like this, the seat facing me, and then take a set of dumbbells and place them onto the chair. If you can, wear a pair of flexible shoes that will allow you to feel your feet. If you're ready to get started, come over to the side of your chair, step your feet apart wide, and interlace your fingers. Start to wiggle your fingers around as you prepare your hands for using dumbbells today. Flip your hands inside out, and just press through your knuckles. And then flip your hands back. Take your arms up above your head, and let's make some circles on the ceiling. Not only should you move your arms, but also let your shoulders and your rib cage come along for the ride. Nice long exhale. We're just warming up our bodies and preparing our spine for the workout today. Reverse your circles now. Come into the center, please, and separate your arms. Now, draw your elbows out wide like the shape of a cactus plant. Open your palms up and press your thumbs back. Lift your chest up, tilt your chin up, and say, now just roll your shoulders back a few times. I'll be returning to this exercise later on in class today. When I say cactus your arms, you'll know exactly what I mean. Last time. Lift your chest, lift your chin, and say, as you draw your shoulder blades back. Now reach your arms up overhead. Bring one hand down to your shoulder and stretch up with your other hand. And then switch. And then switch, and switch, and switch. As you reach, begin to bend over to one side and then to the other, stretching your side bodies. Let's have two more of these. And now both hands to your shoulders and bring both hands to your thighs. Make sure your toes are pointed towards me. And then hinge your torso forward as you slide your tailbone back. And then come on up again. So hinge forward and up and forward and up. This time, hold it down. Hold. Rest right on your thighs. Curl your tailbone under and lift your tailbone up. Let me show you what this looks like. Just curl under and up. With this exercise, you might feel a stretch in your lower back. I sure do. Okay, nice long lengthened spine. And then keeping your hips very still, twist your shoulders from side to side. And then turn your head. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Come back to center and hinge your body up. Let's walk over and pick up our weights. So holding each of the dumbbells in your hand, step into the front of the chair. And our first exercise, you'll reach your arms slightly forward as you simultaneously squat. As you squat back, you should allow your butt to very gently touch your seat, the seat of the chair. Don't actually sit down, just tap your butt. Tap and tap. Now you see I'm lifting the weights up, but just a little bit. You don't have to lift too high. Let's have 3 more. And 2, Now this time you're going to sit all the way down. Sit down in your chair. Bring your feet out in front of you. Hinge your torso forward. And now lift your elbows towards the ceiling and relax back down. Your arms should be wide. Elbows should come up high towards the ceiling. We're training the back heads of your shoulders. Rear deltoids. Lift and lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 4. Exhale, 3. Last time. And relax down. Hinge your body up. So for today, we're going to use this chair as if it's a bench in a weight room. So I'd like you to turn towards the right side of the room and step your left leg far back behind you. Do your best to make this back leg straight. Now transfer 2 dumbbells into your left hand. If this becomes too heavy or if it's too challenging to hold 2 dumbbells, feel free to just take one weight away from your hand, okay? All right, otherwise just crisscross your weights and hold on with your fingers and then bring your right hand onto the chair. As you hinge forward, pull your elbow up. What's up, Foxy Brown? She's camera shy. Elbow comes up high, wide out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lift. Keep your abdominals engaged. Let's have 3 more of these. And 2. And 1. Relax your weights down and turn towards me. Take your knees apart wide. And if you're able to continue holding on to both weights, please do. Rest your left elbow onto your thigh, so you're going to lean over. Now I'll lift my heel up a little bit to make that easier, a little more accessible. And you could do the same thing. Lift your weights up and then lower back down. So bicep curls, heavy bicep curls with just one arm. It might feel similar to when you lift one bag of heavy groceries with just one hand. Exhale. 4, 3, exhale 2, exhale 1. I love that exercise. It always makes me feel so tough. Separate your weights, please, and turn back to the right side of the room once again. Make your legs straight again, just like before, and press into the pinky edge, the outside edge of your foot. Now, you can release the other weight and use your right hand to hold the chair. Lift your dumbbell up in front of you, even with your shoulder, and then take it out to the side. So, thumb up to the front, thumb up to the side, to the front and side. Give yourself a little pause when the weight comes up to the top, just a little pause. So you're working with true strength rather than momentum. Your abdominals should be engaged, spine long. Just one more set, front and side. Now we have a change, front and back. Keep your arms straight. So thumb up, pinky up, thumb up, pinky up. 4, 3, 2, hold this one back. Now bend at your elbow and straighten your arm. These are tricep kickbacks. Try to keep a straight line from your shoulder to your elbow. Just 4 more. These are tough, I know. 3, and 2, and 1. Now relax your weight down. Turn towards me. Pick up your other weight, and now let's stand up. Press your weights together and lift your elbows high. Pivot to the right, and then pivot to the left. Please watch my feet. You'll see I lift my heel and slide across the front of my foot when I pivot, right? Please do the same thing. Pivot, and now you can begin to twist back behind you and twist. Let's do this 2 more times. Last round, pivot and pivot. Come back to me. Now lift your left heel, pivot, and lower your weights. Let's lunge here. 5, 4, 3, with your shoulders back, 2, last one. Pivot to the front, pivot to the left, lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more set. Pivot, pivot. 5, 4, just lunging. 3, 2, and 1. Pivot towards me, pivot to the left, and lunge. Down and up, shoulders back. 3 more, please. 2, last one. Pivot to the front, bring your weight up, lift your elbows, and sit into a nice low sumo squat. Down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, bring your weights down. So now we're going to have a seat on the chair again. This time, turn your body to the left. So you'll fold one leg over the front and extend your right leg back. Do your best to keep your legs straight. You see that toes are pointed forward. So we've got one foot towards the side wall and one toe forward towards the front. Now bring 2 weights into your right hand and hold on to the chair with your left hand. Hinge your body forward and pull your weights up. Elbow comes up towards the ceiling. Lift wide and to the side. Now remember, if it gets too uncomfortable to hold 2 weights in your hand, then you could put 1 weight down. Also, if this becomes too heavy for you, you can place 1 weight down as well. Let's have 3 more. And 2, last one. Relax your weights down, turn towards the front. Legs wide. I'm gonna lift my right heel because I've got short legs. And then just rest your elbow on your thigh. Extend your arms so that it's straight, and then bicep curl. This is the tough exercise. Do you think I look tough? Exhale, lift and down. Just imagine you're lifting 1 heavy grocery bag with 1 arm. Maybe it's 1 heavy grocery bag with a gallon of milk, or some zucchini squash, or maybe a watermelon, something that's really heavy. 4 more. And 3. Last one. Whew. Sit up tall. Separate your weights, and now we'll turn sideways again. So if you were working out, exercising in a weight room, you might use one of the benches on the weight room floor the similar way. Straighten out your back leg and hinge your front body forward just a little bit. Now you're only holding 1 weight this time, so you can use your left hand to hold onto the chair, or you could place your hand on your thigh, whatever feels best for you. Now lift your arm to the front and then out to the side. Remember, there's a pause when you reach the top. Try to bring the weight so that it's even with your shoulder. Your thumb should be pointed towards the ceiling. Thumb up thumb up, and side. Let's have 2 more like this. Front and side, 1 more time. Whew. This is a pretty strong workout, even though the music is calm and relaxing. I think so. Lift the weight to the front and then to the back. I like listening to relaxing music when I do my strength training. It allows me to be a little bit more mindful. So you might feel as though you're very strong, but also flowing, right? There's no stress, no anxiety. Thumb up, pinky up. Let's have 2 more of these. Thumb up, pinky up, straight arm. Last time, thumb up. This time, hold your arm straight and hinge from your elbow. Bend and straighten. This exercise targets your triceps, the upper part of your arm. Let's have 4, 3, 2, last one. Bend your elbow and relax your arm down. Now pick up the other weight, turn towards me. Let's stand up and take your feet wide. Bring your weights together again, lift your elbows up. Pivot and twist. Pivot and twist back. So with your elbows high, you're targeting your shoulders. As you twist, you're targeting your oblique muscles, so your core muscles. A nice strong twist, but very fluid, easy. Be good to yourself. 3, 2, last one. Turn towards me, bring your weights down, lift your left heel, pivot and lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, shoulders back. Lift up, pivot towards me, lift your right heel and lunge. So just bend your knees, keep your shoulders back, keep a smile on your face. 2 more. Last one. And then turn towards me for your last set of sumo squats. Lift your weights, elbows high, lower your seat, and then stand tall. Straighten your legs. 4, 3, 2, last one. Relax your weights down. Roll your shoulders back. That was a pretty efficient workout. We got a lot done. But now it's time to move our chair and place our weights down. So take your time doing this. Place your weights out of your space, in a space that there's no chance that you'll trip on them. And then we can pick up the chair and then move the chair over as well. If you have a mat, you'll need your full mat for our yoga sequence. If you're ready to go, come meet me right in the middle of your space, and let's move on to some yoga. So we'll begin with a sun salutation. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, cactus your arms just like before. Inhale, reach up high, and now bring your hands down to your heart. Let's synchronize our breath with those movements. Inhale, exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Do that again. Inhale, exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Now, sit down into chair pose. So keep your knees squeezing together, keep your heart lifted up. We haven't done too many squats today, so I'm sure your legs are feeling nice and strong. Let's stand up and do that sequence again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, chair pose. Now twist to your left. Return to center. Twist to your right. Return to center and stand tall. Now let's add on to this sequence, okay? So if you're using a mat, I'd like you to step to the front of your mat facing the right side of your room. Let's practice that sequence again, and then I'll add on, okay? Inhale, reach up, the mountain pose. Exhale, cactus your arms wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, sit into chair. Now just hold here. Twist towards your left. Return to center. Place both hands on your right leg. Step your left leg back. High lunge. Now bend your back leg down towards the floor and bring both hands down to the ground. Low lunge. Step your front foot back to tabletop. Now you can hold here or come up to high plank, which will be a lot more challenging. It's your choice. So your knees are up or down. Bend your elbows and lower down, chaturanga, all the way down to the floor. And then relax your chest down. Separate your legs. Press into your hands and draw your shoulders back. Lift your chest up. A deep breath in and a long exhale. Now press your body up and back. Child's pose. A deep breath in and a long exhale. Turn your thumbs towards the ceiling. Feel how nice that feels in your shoulders. Turn your thumbs out to the sides of the room. Enjoy that shoulder stretch, especially after all the strength training we just did. Now place your hands back down on the ground. Shift forward to tabletop. Fold your toes under. Of course, this will be easier with flexible shoes. Just do your best. Exhale, engage your core and lift your knees off the floor, and now lift your hips. Downward facing dog. You can keep your knees bent, or if you're able to, straighten out your legs. Relax your head down. Exhale a lot. Lift your left leg up in the air, and then take a big lunge forward. You can step to the ground next to your mat. And then toe heel, just shimmy your leg into the center and place 2 hands on your front thigh. High lunge. Give yourself a moment to get steady. Bend your knee and then step your feet together to chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart, elbows high. Twist to your left. This is called the twisted chair. Return to center. Reach up high, the mountain pose. And now bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Let's practice the same sequence on your left leg. Ready? Inhale, reach up high, the mountain pose. Exhale, open up your elbows, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, sit down, chair pose. Elbows up. This time, twist to your right. Return back to center and place both of your hands on your left leg. Step your right leg back to a high lunge. Take a moment to get steady. And then begin to bend your back leg. Lower it to the floor and reach both hands down. Low lunge. Step your left leg back so that you're in tabletop. And you're welcome to stay right here or press up to high plank. The choice is yours. If you've chosen plank, make a straight line from your shoulder to your hip and from your hip to your heel. And now with your legs straight or bent, lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Take your time. Separate your legs, and this time draw your elbows out in front of you with your palms up. Then slide your elbows towards your torso. Lift your heart forward. Press your shoulders down. This is Sphinx pose. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Flip your palms down. Slide your hands towards your body and shift your body all the way back to child's pose. Let's practice wide-legged child's pose, and that means that your knees are apart and very wide, so there's plenty of space for your belly to just relax down, your hips to open up. It feels so nice. Go ahead, relax your head down to the floor. Maybe it will touch, maybe not. Turn your thumbs towards the ceiling. Now turn your thumbs wide so they're pointed to the sides of the room. You'll feel a tremendous shoulder stretch here. Place your hands back down onto the mat and shift forward so that we return to tabletop. Fold your toes underneath. Exhale, engage your abdominals. Press your knees off the floor and then press into downward facing dog. You can keep your knees bent or straight. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. This time lift your right leg up. Take a wide step forward. And then toe, heel, shimmy your foot onto the center of the mat. Step your hands up, high lunge. Step your back leg in, chair pose. Hands to your heart, elbows up, twist right. Return to center. Stand up tall, the mountain pose. And now bring your hands to your heart. Let's practice that flow once on the left and once on the right. Inhale, reach up, mountain. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, chair pose, twist left. Return to center. Two hands on your right leg. Step back with your left leg, high lunge. Lower down to the floor, low lunge. Step into tabletop or high plank. Lower your chest all the way down and relax. Feet wide. Rest on your elbows. Draw your heart forward. Sphinx pose. Flip your hands. Press yourself up and back. Wide-legged child's pose. Press up to tabletop. Fold your toes. Hover your knees. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg high. Step forward, wide to the side of the mat. And then shimmy your foot into the center. Bring both hands to your left leg. Take a moment to steady yourself. Step both feet in. Chair pose. Hands to your heart. Twist left. Return to center. Mountain pose. Then cactus your arms. Mountain pose. Sit to chair pose. Twist right. Return to center. Two hands on your left leg. Step back with your right leg. High lunge. Lower your back knee. Two hands come to the floor. Low lunge. Step into tabletop or into plank. Lower your body down to the floor. Legs wide. Elbows down. Heart forward. Sphinx pose. Press up and back. Child's pose. Tabletop Fold your toes, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Step wide to the side of your mat and shimmy your foot into the center. 2 hands on your right leg. High lunge. Catch your balance. Step your back foot in. Chair pose. Hands to your heart. Twist right. Return to center. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Step back behind you and then turn towards me with wide legs. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of that. Can you feel your heart thumping? You did that. You raised your vibration today. You should say to yourself, self, I'm so proud of you for showing up. You moved your body, you worked with your breath, and you made time to pause, get strong from the inside out. You're a slightly different person than you were just 30 minutes ago, and you are moving in the right direction. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good experience. I look forward to guiding you next time.